Happy Friday! Welcome back. I hope you've had a creative and happy week and that you're ready to do something crafty, or at least sit around and watch somebody do something crafty, because that's what we're going to do today. But first of all, we're going to have a look at everything we've made in October so far. And then today we're going to make a picture. We're going to make a birthday scrapbook page that doesn't particularly look like a birthday. You know, the sort of birthday where it's not a party with cake, but it's the stuff that you did on your birthday. So that's what I'm going to do. And the photos don't look like they go together because we went for food truck lunch, we went to a museum, we went to a movie, and I've got one of a present unwrapped. So I've got those 4 photos. I'm going to put them all together on one layout. They don't look like they go together, but I know that they do, and they all go together to tell a story. So we can do that today with our October supplies. But first of all, let's see everything we've made so far in October. Here we are. So we started with a travel-y page with the things from the August add-on kit, top-up kit. It was really the idea. So yeah, so we did that with August supplies, even though that was the first live stream in October. Then we cracked open the October kit. We did a starting point with quadrants from a 6x6 paper pack. We did a right now page with some photos taken on my birthday, but not of like actual celebrating. And then on Monday, we did a starting point with a wreath cut file, an autumn wreath cut file, and some 3x4 photos. So that's what we have done so far this month. And today we are going to take that quadrant idea and change it around a little bit. So I have got, sitting on the printer here, the photos in question. So we have, I really wanted egg fried rice. No, just fried rice. I really wanted fried rice on my birthday. So we went to a food truck I got fried rice and spring rolls. Very good. Then we went and walked through one of the museums, and we had a laugh that I found something as old as me, because this text is going to be tiny. This is a meteorite. So the caption here, or the signage, says that this is the oldest object you will ever touch, because you're welcome to touch this one. It's 4.5 billion years old. So, you know, I found, you know, something older than me. We went to see now I can't remember the name of the movie. The Battle. What's the actual name of the movie? One Battle After Another. That's it. It looks like the here, but it's one. One Battle After Another. And one of the things I opened was this Percy Pig, like gift box. Everything Percy Pig. So I'm going to put those 4 photos together on a page of the stuff I did on my birthday. And it does mean I have 2 portraits and 2 landscapes. Hilariously, they didn't print that way. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to take that quadrant idea with the 6x6 papers, but we're going to curve them so that we end up with quadrant pieces of a circle, 4 pieces of circle. Now, have I made a plan for exactly how I'm going to get the circle shape? No, we're going to do that when we get there. Because no, we're just going to do it when we get there. Yeah? So that's our challenge today. Also, just to make it special, look what I have found. I thought I had used all of these, but I have just a little bit left of one. So, shall I show you what I mean? So that A, it feels like old times, and B, it makes a little bit more sense. Yeah. So we have a square page. Oh, come on. I take the biggest break from drawing sketches ever, and that's probably the best square I've ever drawn. It only gets downhill from here. Okay, so the idea is with the quadrants, we would divide it like this, right? So we're going to divide it like this, but the outside edge is not going to be a square. The outside edge is going to be rounded. Make sense? But, oh, Sketchhog is just hanging out somewhere. Sketchhog, I know you really love him. I get a lot of comments about how people can't see the sketches on Sketchhog. So it's Sketchhog, for all her cuteness, is kind of a double-edged sword. Okay, so then what I'm thinking is that we can put one photo on each quadrant. Yeah. And then a title can go along the middle, and we can embellish on this diagonal, and then add journaling on the other diagonal. So then let's try and ink in where these circles are going, or quarter circles. So there we go. Ah, yes. Elaine says pie pieces, but not a full trivia cheese. Yeah. Right. I'm going to get the Sharpie off my hand. What am I doing? Ah. All right. And then I'm going to do my speech, and let's make it. Yay! Hello, my name is Shimelle. I teach online scrapbooking classes, design scrapbooking products, and help you use them to tell your stories in a creative way. It's not just my hobby, it is my job, and that means anytime you scrapbook on the internet, it's considered advertising, and legally I need to make sure you're aware of that. So thank you for coming to watch my hashtag advertising. I appreciate you being here, whether you are live and chatty, watch from Tomorrowland, quiet, craft, don't craft, think about coming back to craft or picking up something new. You are totally welcome here. And in the description box with this video, there are so many links, all divided up in little sections, so that you can probably find anything you want. Like, you could come take the current class called Just Joy, or you could sign up for a brand new hashtag organized kind of Christmas thing this year that I've added on to my eternal Christmas class. So I have a class that has run for years and years, which has new content every year called Journal Your Christmas, which is all about keeping mindful about Christmas and keeping the magic and reclaiming the magic while either writing and or crafting. Yes, but I always have some people who say, I want to be ready before the 1st of December rather than arriving on the 1st of December and trying to make my stuff now. So the first week of November is what I'm doing. So that's called Ready for December 2025. There's nothing to see just yet. You can sign up anytime between now and then, and you will then have the full access to all of the stuff that is practical. We're going to make pages both 6x8, 4x6, 3x4. That's more than both. That's all. But also some 3x8s and a bunch of options that would work for other sizes of albums and other sizes of pockets. And the difference here, in case you're looking at lots of different Christmas book options, is that I'm not going to teach you how to make this book and here is page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. That's not how I'm going to work. I'm going to show you a whole bunch of different things that you can have ready to go. And then when we get to Journal Your Christmas time on the 1st of December, so a month later, I will be taking those things and picking from them as I go. So I'll be like going through the box, going this one today and this one over here, and giving you ideas for then how I'm going to finish that, how you might finish that with different photos, different lifestyle, different types of celebration. Make sense? So that's called Ready for December, and that is the first week of November, and between now and the end of October is my current class called Just Joy, which is 12 by 12 scrapbooking, and we are doing all sorts of things that bring me great happiness in scrapping so that you can decide the things that really give you lots of creativity and happiness, and you can skip the things that do not, because you're making a little guidebook for yourself along the way of realizing, hey, I love this technique. No, I do not love this technique. And that way you know what you can spend more of your time doing. Right. You can also find links to all the products that I use here, the products I design, all that sort of stuff. It's all in the description box. Heads up that you should always check for discount codes at scrapbook.com if you're ordering. And today there's 10% off your whole order. I've also pinned it to the top of the live chat. There's a discount code and an affiliate link and lots of freebies that you can add to your order. I think there's like 4 or 5 today, depending on how much you order. Crazy. All right, that's enough of my face. Let's scrapbook. Boop. Okay, so I can put these over here. And let's cut these apart and pick some papers. All right, and stuff is up with, Stuff is up with China Girl, but I missed it. I'm going back. Oh, China Girl's job is being moved to a regional hub overseas. The announcement came, so it's a big day of reactions. Oh, I'm sorry. They've offered you another role, but you disliked it, so it's time to leave. Oh, well, we will cross our fingers that the right thing for you magically appears just as you need it, because sometimes that does happen. So, yeah. May the right thing just be there and can go from one place you enjoyed to another place you enjoy. Right, so we got a portrait there, a landscape here. I'm wearing my coat in this one, so you can't even tell that I'm wearing the same clothes. Dun, 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 dun. Boop. So my theory about the rounded edges is that you could you could use a template, be that a compass, a plate, a cut file, whatever you want, yeah? Or, so then you could have a precise circle and the 4 pieces go together and they make an actual circle. Or you could wing it and have it be like the equivalent of how I do these edges. And that's kind of what I want to start with, because I'd really like the idea of it being a little wobbly. But I know that may make some of you wobble. Be like, no, why? Why? So I'm going to try it, and you can decide whether you like it or dislike it on my layout. I can also decide whether I like it or dislike it on my layout. And that's what's going to happen. Right, so I need paper. So the 6x6s are here. So I think we go from the photos out. So I need 4 of these papers. So let's see what that might be. So I have diagonal stripe, plaid. Why does that one feel? Oh, because it is too. Little hearts, pink, bigger hearts, yellow. if I take this one and this one out, I do have all the same colors. Interestingly, this one is not on such a bright white background, but I think that's okay. Could use this as the mats, perhaps. I'm not sure, but I might come back to that. But I think we're going to go with these 4 as the quadrants. Then we need a background. So let's have a look at what we might use here. I'm wondering about the yellow. Oh, sorry, Kirsty, you've just missed it. So they're all from my birthday. This is food truck where I went to get lunch. This is a museum where we went and I found something that's older than me because it's 4.5 billion years old. A movie we went to see, and I got a gift box of all things Percy Pig. So they're all photos from my birthday, but they don't look like a birthday celebration because I didn't have a party or cake. So there we go. So I'm thinking yellow background with those colors on top, this side. And I'm thinking those quadrant positions, but I want each one to have a curve. And I'm going to try to just wing it because I like the idea. Yes? Now, do I use that as a template or do I just keep trying? Should have used it as a template. I just lost my mental place there. So this one is not like a circle. It's flatter here. I like this one better. So I don't need them to be exactly even quarters. So what I'm going to do is make the curves match. It was the plaid of that pattern. So I know exactly what happened because my brain was spinning while I did it. This one, I've got absolutely no like lines here. I've got no stripes or grids or anything here that are preventing me from seeing the curve. So I could visualize that quarter of a circle curve here. When I got to here, I could not visualize it because I was fighting the straight lines. So there we go. So now that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this one as a template for that one, and this was as a template for that one. So these two will be slightly smaller, which is fitting beautifully with what I wanted to do. So we are good. So it needs to go this way. But if freehanding it sounds like a terrible nightmare to you, go get a plate or a compass, okay? The kind of compass you draw with, not the kind that tells you which way is north. Because this one would do the same thing. I wouldn't know which way to go because straight lines. Happy birthday, Kirsty. Okay. So we have got a little extra of each of these in case need it for embellishment. And let's ink these and put them right in place. Georgia is a big fan of this kind of birthday celebration. All right, so I have 2 slightly bigger quadrants, 2 slightly smaller quadrants. We can go ahead and stick these on. This background paper has straight lines, so I better follow that. So I'm looking at this space and this space to match it with this space and this space. Georgia is panic packing for a retreat this weekend. Yeah, so we have quadrants, but they're kind of wonky on purpose. All right, then 1 photo per quadrant. The only thing that's annoying me is that I can either diagonal the landscapes and the portraits, or I can diagonal the 2 that I'm in, but the shape is winning. So we're just going to end up with the 2 that I'm in and the 2 that I'm not lined up. That's okay. All right, so we have that, and we're going to put a title across here. We're going to do embellishment, these corners, and journaling in here somewhere. We can do that. Okay, let's have a look at title lettering. So we have these letters, which definitely match. There's not purple in these, and my other letter stickers are purple, so we'll decide what we need to do there. And where's my sticker sheet? And I know it's a Halloween-y sticker sheet, but that's okay. And we've also got the die cuts that are from this same collection. Here's my sticker sheet. Okay. First thing I think we need to do is map these photos. What do I want to do there? Let's have a look at the scraps and the background papers. So we've got this that I think will work nicely. We've also got that to bring out the turquoise. Okay, so let's try. I'm not sure if I want to use this one or not. I think you can. We also don't have to. start with them all the same. To the other side. We'll try it. We'll try it. Yeah. I think it'll work. I think it'll work. What is happening there? Let's go here. All right. Ink all of those. Now, I think the portraits don't need more layering. I might put a pink layer behind the two landscapes. Right, so what has everyone done this week? We've got China Girl who's had bad news at work. We've got Kirsty having a birthday, and Georgia is getting ready to go to a crop. What else have we got? I went to see a show yesterday that wasn't a musical. What? It was a heavy show, but it was very well done. Right, so I was thinking of adding pink on these two. Oh, that's like double gingham. No, thank you. I don't like that one either. For there, I want a hotter pink. I know I've got that in the background pack. Is that my best bet? By the way, I decided this one is going to be next Friday. Okay? Next Friday, we're doing that paper. Okay. Let's have it. Oh, it's the same pattern. Why couldn't it have been the crosshatch? Okay. Pink. So we put the gingham on the stripe and have it be a vertical stripe to be different from there. Oh, it's Melinda's birthday too. We've got a double birthday. Kirsty's going to an Inspector Morse play. Lovely. Joanna has been making personalized bookmarks for her literature students. I think you should tell us more about that. Sounds beautiful. Ooh, Venz is going on a 7-day South Pacific cruise with her husband. Lovely. I mean, I know you're going with your husband, but you tell me it's a South Pacific cruise, and I immediately want to sing, I gotta wash that man right out of my hair. So, you know, whichever way you gotta go. Beatrix wants to know, what size scraps do I get rid of? If they're like this, they're gone. If they're bigger than that, they stay. And if you watch here but don't take classes, then that's your answer to where the extras go. Because I keep using them and mix them in with other stash to make the rest of the layouts for that month in my album. So some months I have more left over, some months I have less. And I just keep going. Sometimes you'll see me use things here too. For example, been kind of ticking away at a couple different die cut packs. And I've used them both on Best of Both Worlds and in classes. Yeah. But if it's tiny, it goes. Otherwise, it goes in the scrap basket. All right. I think we're getting there now. Now let's look at the die cuts and find some little tabs and things. So we could have a heart and a yellow. We can have, oh, there's another yellow. Background to foreground, yeah. What else we got in tabs? A turquoise. So all of those are options that could work. We got cakes in here, but I wondered, is there only just this? I'm going to have to turn it over. Is there only just the one cup, or are there multiple cups? There's a turquoise cup and a pink cup. Oh, here's the turquoise one. So we could put these two over here. Okay. A lot of little flowers and things that I can tuck in. We had one more of those. That's the right color. I know it's not cake in the picture, but I think it might just lean a little bit more birthday if I put some cake in it. If you liked it, then you should have put some cake in it. There we go. Oh, those are exactly the same. I don't want exactly the same. This way then. No, this one, I like this illustration better. I'm not a fan of the other one. Okay, so that gives me things for this side. Yeah, that side. All right, so we could do both of these in yellow to match. Darker turquoise there, lighter turquoise here. Heavier color, bottom of the page. Yeah? All right, we got an update on the bookmarks. Yeah, so end of school exams are starting now. Joanna says her final year students finished yesterday. I always give them a gift package, and that includes a bookmark with their name and a little message for each one. Love that. And I also gave each one a purple pen, some stickers, and some bubbles to blow. That's so sweet. Love that a lot. And Belinda is here out of town with her daughter and awake earlier than intended. Well, you're always welcome here if you're awake at a strange hour. Go for it. All right, let's ink all these, start sticking things down. "7:44 p.m. in Queensland." And it's, what, 10:44 in the morning here? That's not bad, because it's the clocks in different hemispheres always makes it end up crazy, right? We end up when you're watching it like midnight. But now you're watching it 7:45. Okay, let's start. This one here. Whole tab on top. Okay, over here. Oh, Anna says she's up at 2:45 a.m., but she has a 7-month-old, so these things happen. Yes, they do. My lovely friend with her new baby messages me reels at 3 a.m. and makes me smile a lot. Oh no, Georgia has rewritten South Pacific to be, I'm panicking, ready for crop. I am panicking, ready for crop. Yeah, you'll be all right. You've probably got everything you need, but that's not what you want to hear. Go there and here. Let's take this one to the inside edge. Looking at that space and then this space, but this one is a little higher than that one. So I want this one a little lower, which I want my title here. So that makes, that tracks, that makes sense. Let's do that. And then we're going to repeat this idea here. Okay, we got to start. I need places to write and a title. So maybe the journaling spot actually is going to go outside the circle here, I think. Let's go. Let's start with my little tag sheet. But I don't know that I've got any colors here that work. No, I don't. Okay. We could stamp a journaling box, possibly onto that one or that one. Oh, I actually kind of like the yellow. I didn't think I was going to. Okay. Journaling lines stamped on this and then cut into 2 corners. Are we game? Does that sound sensible? Ridiculous? Obvious? I don't know. So we have got, let's see. I think that could work. Oh, where's my bigger block gone? Quick look. Yeah, okay, we use this one. All right. Now, let's just put that behind. Let's get a nice black ink pad. Now, haven't tried stamping on this paper, but I am fearless. We'll totally do it on a live stream and see if it slips and slides and creates a big mess. We'll find out. No, it did not slip inside. I think we're good. I'm going to do the other corner. Georgia can't decide on thickers, so she's taking them all and blaming me because she has my voice from classes saying, use what you've already bought. You could use the stash you already have. It's true. All right. So we have journaling boxes now. And we use some old stash in terms of stamps. Cut these. Into some rectangles. Emily says, I have a question. Does everyone always use a title? I'm not 100% on titles, but I've been scrapping for over 20 years, and titles were always a must-have. It's not a must-have. No. I don't always use one. I almost always use one. Sometimes I don't, and it's okay. Sometimes I use 3. Also okay. Don't worry about it. There are no scrapbooking police. Nobody's going to come to your house and be like, oh my goodness, this page does not deserve to be in an album because it doesn't have a title. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. There you go. I got a different song in your head now. Sorry, not sorry. Oh yeah, I don't really do a lot of title work on pocket pages. That's a good point. Oop. Now, I'm going to end up with a weird space here, so we're just going to put stuff there in a minute. We're going to figure out what. A little bit of journaling room there. That bottom edge is so not straight. All right, so let's find some florals that we can use to cover those gaps now. I do still have 3 butterflies. Okay, so that works. See you later, Kirsty. Hope the rest of your birthday is lovely. Okay, then let's come over here. Do the same sort of thing. Pink one. Oh, I didn't ink that. Hold up. Also, that's not really enough glue. There we go. I think the idea about, are titles required? They're definitely not required. However, they may help with the storytelling if writing anything about it is hard. So if you don't have any trouble journaling and you're happy to just get writing on everything, then the title is kind of extra optional. If you're writing hardly anything ever, then your title is the little bit of written context that we get. I'm having trouble making that one fit. Let's try the little one. It's going to fit better, yeah. I like the color better on the other one, but it just doesn't work. And I don't have anything else that's going off the page, so I don't really want to take it off the page. Public service announcement. What's your stash of adhesive and page protector look like right now? Do you need more adhesive or more page protectors? Do you need an album? Get yourself an album. Okay. Then we could put a flower each with these guys, but with glue. Oh, come on. All right. Got a little start there. We could do a little. Georgia is running low on page protectors now after her season of being #organized. She's saying session, but I'm going to read it as season. The season of organizing her albums. It's an era. But she does have 10 tape refills in stock. Whoop, whoop. Okay. So we got little bits of embellishment happening like that. Let's get a title on this. So we've got little letter stickers and we've got labels in here. Let's bring that color in a little bit more here so that it feels like it belongs. I do really like the quality of the page protectors from scrapbook.com, like their own brand ones. They're really nice. They're on a par with the We Are Memory Keepers heavy duty ones, which I don't know how easy those are going to be to keep finding. Might be fine, might not, don't know. I want to keep the same shape, so which color? Maybe the brighter pink here. So because we have the circle effect going on, it's not exactly symmetrical, right? Because the tab, if I flipped this to go on the circle, like the tab would be upside down and not particularly sensible. And so just kind of the same pieces, but slightly mixed around. So some symmetry, but don't get too stuck in the symmetry. All right. I feel like this is going to need something here, but I don't know what yet. Let's get some lettering in. Now, I accidentally pulled out this turquoise letter sheet the other day. It does have another sheet, and I probably have one with more words too. So we could use that. It is a great color match. Oh, don't knock everything over. Okay. So let's see. What words could I make work? I do also have that alpha, that color alpha, like that color in an alpha in Fitzgerald. Right. Do I have more turquoise words? Might not. Might be coming to an end. That's all right. Okay, let's see what we can do with what we got there then. Miss Langelo says she's behind on making the journaling, so she is so good that she has titles. She usually does the page and then doesn't journal. Yesterday, I forgot that I do like that. And I journaled right away. Yay! Jean suggests that I could do birthday joy or rad birthday or hello birthday. And Kirsty says, use joy in honor of your class right now. So we could do birthday joy here if I can spell birthday. I could doctor and a one to make an I. BIRTHDAY. So the I is the only thing I'm missing. Okay, we can do that. I could also just doctor a J. Less likely to use the J. Okay, let's do that. So joy in this gap here. All right. Okay, then we'll spell birthday with these. Oh, or do I hate this alphabet with that? I don't love it. Let's look at some other alphabets that we could use. What about something pink? Goodness me. What's got the right letters on it? I mean, I have the same as the purple that are in this month's kit, but in pink. But let's see which one would have the right letters. I can do this one. BIRTHDAY. I do like this one better, but I have a feeling I don't have the right letters. BIRTH DAY. I can do it. Let's do it in that one. There we go. Thank you. Somebody at the door. I don't believe you, Georgia. Georgia has got the car packed, but she needs to sort her hair so she doesn't look like a Shrek character at the crop. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Quick brush. Dun, dun, dun. I'm not super loving the lettering over the gap, but I think once it's done, it's going to bother me less when it's like all the way across. I do love, this just proves my theory that there are some things where it's great to just have a rainbow of the same supply. This is why I did one color of Fitzgerald at a time, because I wanted the whole rainbow and I was not allowed. Said, fine, I'll do my rainbow in installments then. Don't you want to change the font? Nope. I have a plan. Okay, that I do not like a corner in the middle of the B, so I got to do some adjusting here. Okay. How annoying. I'm going to move the whole thing. Okay. We're going to start it here. And it's going to be lower as well. Okay. I think this is much better. Sorry that sorry, it's annoying that I had to do it twice, but this is better. Now, what do we do with that A here? Let me just, yeah, that's fine. Y. Will that fit like this, or is it too close? There. Yay! Okay, it fits, it fits, it fits. Right. Little letters are then going to go on these tabs. And I don't like that storytelling. I want them to all be consistent. So I'm going to do locations. This is terrible viewing. Real scrapping, but not great broadcasting. Okay, so what I was thinking is actually, instead of having something that on some of them will end up obvious, I just want each one to be the location. So we're going to have dun, 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 dun. Market, museum, movies, home. Oh no, Emily has lost her fourth photo. She's got it matted and everything, but it's disappeared from her desk. Is it stuck to your sleeve? I often do that. I like the lighter color too. The darker color was just pulling focus a little bit too much. Yeah, come here. Thank you. Should I have maybe put that tab over here? I suppose I could have, but I didn't have any of the other tabs on the sides. So I'm leaving it at the top. Let's see if it makes this look like, has it messed up? It totally has messed up the title. We'll see. Oh, Emily says there's no way it's on her sleeve. It's 23 degrees. Sorry, I'm here in multiple layers because I'm freezing. Oh, Joanna says the reality of it makes everybody feel better. Well, yay. And there's a little heart for the fact that this is the smallest word I can put in a little heart. Okay. Shall we try moving this to the side? That all needs to move up, doesn't it? Or maybe just put a label up here instead. Let's try a little label for filler, and then we could add that one last flower as well. We don't need to write on the label this time. Yeah? Dots! I need dots and some gold. Let's do a little trio there. Little trio there. I think here and here. Yeah? Writing. I think we go rose gold. See you later. Enjoy your cruise. You've basically seen it all. I'm just going to splash some mist on it, and then we're done. It didn't even take that long, this one. And I mixed portrait and landscape photos. I got 4 pictures on a page. I'm doing all sorts of things I don't normally do, including upsetting my desk. Sorry, Maleficent. I did find her some candles this week, but I could not justify the insane price of the candles. An 8-hour burn candle for £20. I can't pay that. I refuse. And I wanted to see if they had the Maleficent candle holder that's in the advertising campaign, but they did not. They had plenty of the poison apple, but none of the Maleficent one. Because we have just recently got Bath and Body Works as a store here. We've had the products through a British department store. So you could order them on their website or have them delivered to store, or sometimes they might have like one shelf in a really big one, really big store. But now they've made a whole Bath and Body Works shop. But the pricing does not compute if you have ever shopped at Bath and Body Works in the States. So I went in, and the only pumpkin themed item they had in October at Bath and Body Works was the pumpkin s'mores candle, which I would buy in a heartbeat if it was not 20 pounds for 8 hours of burn time. Nope. So I left the only pumpkin item there. If they had pumpkin s'mores like lotion or something, I probably would have bought that, but they did not have any pumpkin skincare at all. But they did have the Disney Villains collection, which has poison apple stuff and Maleficent stuff. But the price was just, I can't cope. So if there's any left by Black Friday, maybe I get my desk a candle then. But not at this price. All right. Oh, China Girl says, this was perfectly timed. She has just finished scrapping the last of her July pocket pages. Well done, well done, well done. Right, I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. For those of you who are in Just Joy, you've got a lesson coming up tonight. I hope that that you can join me at some point. There was a live stream in Just Joy on Tuesday, if you haven't watched that yet. Jean says, when you translate that to her dollars, it's too much too. Yeah. So, yes, I will be live again Monday at 1:30, where we're going to do a starting point. And then Friday, this time next week, we're going to do this paper with lots of little photos. I'm hoping WB is taking lots of pictures today because he's on he's working, but he's also got like a school trip today. And he said he's going to be able to take lots of pictures. So I thought that's one thing that might work on there. If he doesn't, then I'll do something else that has lots of photos that I can print small, because I've got an idea for that paper and I hope it works out how it does in my mind. Right, so I'll see you Monday afternoon, perhaps 1:30 p.m. UK time, right here, same channel. Thank you so much for watching today, and if you enjoyed this and you want to give it a thumbs up, that'd be super duper fantabulously awesome. And if you want to take a class, that's even more epic still. So you can find the links in the description box, and you can come join me for Just Joy or Ready for December 2025. Both are new and current and upcoming and all of that sort of stuff. And I hope to see you soon. Thanks so much. I'm glad you're here. Bye-bye.